Good day, good day. Uh, so one of my main things that I'm doing with what I'm doing is me really documenting myself, and maybe, like I said before, maybe I can help someone. These are all experiences that I've experienced. These are all things that I went through with my life, things I've learned, things that I've learned hard lessons, learned good lessons. You know, I drove trucks for a long time, 23 years exact. Got into management, had my own trucking company, uh, and doing rideshare now, and then working for Fortune 500 companies and dealing with Fortune 500 companies. It's gave me opportunity to see a lot of stuff and a lot of things. And man, when I say I'm ready to get out of this corporate cycle already, which I'm there, I'm ready. And this is like a transitional period for me with everything that's going on. Stay tuned. You'll hear and see stories and understand, not just from my life, but from others around me and people I know, maybe I know, or just me observing life through what lens that I have and the people that I come across. And one of my main things that I wonder is, can you really change your mind? And when I say that, I day trade. I'm learning to day trade, and they say a lot of that is psychological stuff that you have to overcome. And it has really taught me, when to stop, when to get in, when to get out, when not to trade. You know, how much am I willing to lose? How much am I willing to gain? It's okay to lose. It's really okay to lose. Keep your losses less than your wins. That's how you say it. Keep your losses low. You want to keep your losses low and keep your wins high. So you want to win as much as you can, but you're going to lose. You're going to fail. And that also transitions into life, man. In any aspect of trucking or transportation or any genre of jobs, if that's even the right word, any career or anything, you're going to lose. You know, it's just how bad are you going to lose? You gonna get blown out, or are you gonna keep it close? And then in the process, learn from that, keeping it close. So that's one of the things that I'm really focusing on, and changing my mind, man, changing my aspect of how I look. And that's what they say with trading, you gotta really kind of change who you are. And as I got older and I've been through a lot of things, it's really made me shift in my thinking on a lot of different things, you know. And I know some of them are touchy subjects and everything, but I don't care. I'm gonna tell you how it is. I'm not gonna be disrespectful, but I just know that certain things it's manipulation, it's distractions. Yet some of them are wanted and needed distractions. Some of them can help you in the long run, because you need a break. You need a mind break, and that's where I am in my life. It's figuring out all these things and understanding them and putting in a system that I can use to better myself and hold myself accountable, which I am. I'm always accountable for what I do. You know, good or bad, I'm gonna be accountable for it. That's one thing I remember. I think it was D.L. Hughley. He said, people pray. You know, you need to pray for strength. That should be the main thing. You need to pray for strength for the good times, and you need to pray for strength for the bad times. Not just all bad. You gotta pray for them good times, because you need strength to hold on to the good stuff, as well as you need it for bad days. So as I go through this journey of life and understanding, and as somebody's pulling up next to me, it's really helped me see a lot of things. And yeah, I'm not perfect. I'm not saying I am. I've made mistakes. I'm still growing. I'm still learning. I'm still trying to figure out what's best for me. But I know one thing: I'm not gonna be pushed to the side. I know my worth. I know my worth. I work hard. I bust my ass. You know, I do all I can, and then some. And I'm very understanding, so I look at situations and or people circumvent situations, and I understand. And like I said, I do ride. When I'm doing ride share, I pick up a lot of people, and I get a lot of different stories, a lot of different, um, perspectives of life. Through others, other races, other coming from different countries, coming from different areas in this country, coming from different states, the cities and stuff, background. So it really, it's got me really looking at it, and a lot. I really do think as black people. So people get mad. This is for everyone, but I'm gonna speak as a black man because I'm a black man. I know my experience. I know what I see. I know what I understand. And on that note, I do see a generational, like I said, generational gap, as far as what the black culture, the black families pass down to their generation, and white people bring down to their generations to come. I think I said that right. So I do see that because most of the people I pick up they either here for concerts or conventions, or they're going to a meeting, and of course they're either Caucasian or Indian or another race. It's just they're very few that have been black or African American or whatever you want to call it. And I see that, but then most of the black people I pick up, or Mexican people I pick up, they're going to work. They're going downtown to go work. They're going to either go do bellhop or cleaning or any of those jobs, restaurants, working at the airport, security guards, valet. I had a valet guy. I had a few bartenders. It was a white couple that was bartender. But you could see the difference, and I don't know. I know that might have something to do with the dynamic of the population here, but at the same time, I could see that. So it's like me, really. And then I ask them what jobs they do or careers. I don't be too nosy and get in their business, but I try to pick and pry. But it's making me understand something, man. It's like, I don't want to say, I want to get out of the system. I want to get out of the system. I was told one time, and now y'all gonna hear me say this quote a lot probably, and it was like, if I gotta be in this matrix, if I have to live in this matrix, have to survive in this matrix, and I have to be a part of this matrix, this world, I want to fly. I want to be Neo. I want to be Mr. Anderson. I want to be the one flying above, not on some look at me type stuff. I want to be my higher self, and that's what this journey is about. What this is about. It's my journey going through the things that I've listened, I've been through, and I've seen, and I've understood, and me coming into my own higher self. That's the overall purpose in this, is me becoming my higher self. And when I say that, I want to be flying. I want to float across this mud. I'm trying to keep this clean, and I have a system that I'm working on that you're gonna hear and see. Probably not get too much information until I get everything together, but I got working on something big. I think it really be big. It really be helpful to many different things. I mean, people and corporations and just growth and all. And as this world changes, as everything evolves, man, we have to learn to evolve with it. And that's one of the things that I've always seen. It has been hard to, like, man, as I get older, and I remember my mom saying, they don't want some of these jobs. Don't want an old lady like myself. They want the younger kids. That's what happened to me. That would happen regardless of how much experience I have in the trucking industry or running my own business. It's still they looking for certain, they're looking for the younger, which I understand. You want somebody that you can mold. You want somebody that you can teach. And I understand the business model. So it's like, I understand all of it. So I'm not down at nothing. I'm just saying I see it. I see it. So with that being said, man, I'm gonna keep this at almost 10 minutes up. But just stay a part of this journey, man. And we're gonna all get through this together. And if anything, you guys need something or questions or something that I state, like I said, it's trading, trucking, being a black man, being a father, you know, starting over, you know, if I am I going to change careers, you know, what my next steps are going to be. And I know what I want. I want to trade. I want to trade and create my system, to create my businesses, create my ideas, and be creative. That's my main goal, and I see that it's where I'm leading. I'm getting to. But again, from the cockpit of the Oracle, this is Mr. Anderson, and stay tuned to all my truckers, investors. I mean, I'm not a professional investor, not a professional trader, so don't think that I give tips and stuff to maybe try and maybe figure out your own system. But this is for, you know, I can say for entertainment purposes only, type shit. But all right, deuces.